So yeah, Yashir Koyach, welcome everybody to this event. It's a very big milestone for us here at Machon Smicha. What's happening tonight? So um just before I pass the microphone, proverbial microphone, to Rabbi Prescott as well as introduce him, I just want to speak a little bit. It's very rare that we get to you know uh, look in the rear view mirror with regards to Machon Smicha. But just to sort of set the stage of what's happening here tonight, I just want to share with you something that I think everybody here. I'm looking at the list of participants. Some people, they're joining the Smicha program as of this morning, right? They heard about Machon Smicha yesterday, possibly, and other people are have been with us for many, many, many years now, 6, 7 years, Baruch Hashem, since it started. Learning different programs, chavrusas, etc. And it's really beautiful to see. So if you'll just indulge me, I just want to tell you a little story, or just with regards to Machon Smecha, just where we are, where we've come from, and Be'ezras Hashem, where we're going, together with Be'ezras Hashem, the help of Rabbi Prescott. So in 2018, I was teaching smicha in a yeshiva in Crown Heights called Achei Tmimim, and the yeshiva there is the structure of the smicha program is that it's a 2-year program. So the students there, I started in the middle of 2018, and in the middle of 2019, which was 1 year into this program, I had a couple of students approach me, and they said they were leaving yeshiva for whatever reason, but they were halfway through smicha, because the smicha is a 2-year program. They were halfway through smicha. So a couple of them, they said, you're anyways going to be teaching the rest of the yeshiva next year. Would you perhaps teach us online? This is middle of 2019. It was during the summer, and we went back and forth if it was going to happen, etc. And it started, there was no Machon Smicha, it was just Shlomi Kesselman. In addition to teaching Smicha in yeshiva, I also, would send my shiurah, my notes that I was making for these bochrim, and I would send them to them wherever they were around the world. This was mid-2019. Anyways, fast forward a couple of months, whether we like to remember it or not, that was when the pandemic started, COVID started, and that was around Purim time, if I remember correctly. And anyways, Chol Hamoed Pesach, I was sitting in South Africa, because I originally from South Africa, and my wife is as well. So we came to South Africa, and we got stuck in South Africa for about 6 months. And I decided, you know what? Let me write an article about this little smicha. There was about 12 people who were learning smicha with me. Let's not get too excited. And I said, let me write an article, and I'll send it to one of the Jewish news websites, and offering who didn't have anything else to do. It's in the middle of COVID. Who else wants to learn? And I kid you not, first of all, Baruch Hashem, that news website, they decided to publish the article. I'm not sure why, but they did, and I appreciate that. Anyways, I kid you not, overnight, about 35 people, registered for what didn't even have a name yet. The Smicha program. Anyways, that sent me into a little bit of a scramble. But my point was, what I realized is that very quickly is that there's a tremendous need and a thirst for this kind of learning, for a kind of learning, structured, real, authentic learning of halacha, in such a way where the material is presented professionally, it's translated, etc. And Baruch Hashem, we brought on, to fast forward, to cut a long story short, we brought on many different people, including Rabbi Grevich, who I'm going to speak about in a moment as well. But a whole team, Baruch Hashem, a group of 9, 10 guys, most people the people in the program benefit a lot from their work, but people never interact with them. People interact with me, they interact with Rabbi Grevich, they interact with Rabbi Finkelstein, with Rabbi Prescott. But there's a whole team of curriculum developers and writers behind the scenes who you don't see. Baruch Hashem, Rabbi Salton, Rabbi Daniel Roosevelt, Moshe Baruch Lichtenstein, Rabbi Matthias Yoel Wolf, Rabbi Chaim Berman, Rabbi Mendel Kalmanson, Rabbi Elisha Pearl, and my brother, Rabbi Shmuley Kesselman, And that's not amongst others, Baruch Hashem. And we really scrambled because, till then I thought, once we became an official organization, it wasn't just enough, me on my own. And what I can say is to cut a long story short, Baruch Hashem, over the past, almost 5.5, 6 years, Machon Smicha has grown in a tremendous, tremendous, tremendous way. I personally would never have believed that we would get to where we are. We're closing in on 500 students currently enrolled across Smicha, Dayanos, Chuppah V'Kiddushin, Shabbos, Kashrus, multiple different courses, multiple different cohorts within each. We generally have about 8 simultaneous, just within Smicha, we generally have about 8 simultaneous cohorts learning Smicha, all in different places. And Baruch Hashem, I mean, it's a credit to everybody here, because at the end, and those who are here live and those who are watching, because ultimately, it's easy for us everybody likes to give a shir, to get up and talk, but to actually learn, that takes time, that takes dedication. And Baruch Hashem, over the course of these, over 1,000 students have come through Machon Smicha, many, many hundreds receiving Smicha, all who put in the time and the energy and the effort that it took to go through the course. And the proof is in the pudding, what that means for them, their families, etc. Last year, we had a really, really beautiful event in New York, the first in-person event, Chag HaSmicha, celebrating those who finished Smicha. It was really, really beautiful, really meaningful. Friends, families, Rabbonim, people flew in from all over the world. And Be'ezras Hashem, that's going to happen next year as well. Mark your calendars. Around Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, Tafshin Pei Hey, around, I think it's the 22nd of June is the exact date. We're already, and for a beautiful, beautiful event, once again, and this is going to blow the event from last time totally out of the water, both because there's just so many more people, and also because of where we are as an organization. And I'm really, it's really tremendous. I'm really humbled by everybody who joins, all the people who work on it. It's really, really beautiful to see. And personally, I feel really, really lucky that I was, and I am Zoich on a day-to-day basis to enable and facilitate people's learning. Now, that being said, so why we gathered here tonight? Because as we're continually looking for how we can grow Machon Smicha, how we can increase the profile, how we could improve the experiences of the Talmidim within the program, so it came time for us to hire a new person, Rabbi Gorevich, who in the past was the Shoyel HaMeshiv, was somebody who answered the questions in learning, and also the student coordinator was also stepping away from Machon Smicha. Baruch Hashem, he has a very successful Chabad house that he's running. He also just had a baby. So anyways, what we needed, somebody who we could bring on full time, who, this is what they do on a day-to-day basis, a Rav, a Posek, somebody who could bring, real, serious lomdus and also, dynamism to the program. So look no further than Rabbi Prescott, who I can't say I've known him for super long, but we have, spent the past couple of months together. First of all, Rabbi Prescott already the past few months has been interacting with various cohorts, and the response has been tremendous already. And we're very, very, very excited to be able to bring on Rabbi Prescott as Rosh Yeshivah for Machon Smicha. And for those who don't know, Rabbi Prescott is a Rav and a Posek based out of New Haven, Connecticut. I hope he doesn't mind if I'm just going to speak a little bit he finished Shas when he was 15 years old, and he's offering anybody to test him on Shas. You can test him on half of Shas, and which half? The other half. You can always test him on the other half of Shas. I'm joking. You can test him on whichever half you want. No, but a tremendous, tremendous Talmid Chacham, somebody who's geschmack interpersonally, and I'm really excited to be bringing him on. And again, this is all with a look towards the future as Machon Smicha grows. And again, it's not just in terms of the faculty, also in terms of Talmidim. We have so many now, current Talmidim, past Talmidim, who are, have become ambassadors of the organization, bringing in other people, encouraging family, encouraging friends to join. etc. And I know that, it feels very fragmented. Like it almost doesn't feel real till all of a sudden, by the Chag HaSmicha, 500 people come together and all of a sudden, all that pent up, that learning, that energy from all over the world comes together. And it's a tremendous thing. It really, really is a tremendous, tremendous um, thing to see. So on that note, I'm going to pass the microphone over to Rabbi Prescott, who can, I guess, introduce himself and talk a little bit. And then afterwards, I guess if anybody has any questions, we'll go from there, and then we'll close out the show, and everybody should can continue to be learning and growing and doing everything they're doing. So I'm just going to replace the spotlight, and Rabbi Prescott, whenever you're ready, you can take it away. I have to unmute you. Give me a second. It's not that easy to get me to stop talking. All right. Give me 1 second. If there's a lot of people, you have to find you in the. All right. We're there.
Ah, thank you, Rabbi Kesselman. It's a pleasure to meet everybody. I'm aware over the course of the meeting that I have a few Landsman on the Zoom, some people with connections to New Haven. So I'm looking forward to discussing those shortly. It's a true pleasure. It's a proud pleasure and a privilege to join the wonderful staff of Machon Smicha. Truly honored. Rabbi Kesselman entrusted me with the role of Rosh Yeshivah. He's truly built an incredible Institute of Torah learning. I think for that we all owe Rabbi Kesselman a collective debt of gratitude for what he's done. And in turn, it's a great honor for me, besides, Rabbi Kesselman entrusting me, but just the role of teacher. The highest title in Yiddishkeit is to be a Rebbe, is to teach Torah. So be able to have that opportunity with all of you is a tremendous, tremendous responsibility, but a tremendous privilege as well. And in my mind, it's exacerbated. As Rabbi Kesselman mentioned, one of the things that he's very proud about is that Machon Smicha offers not only Limud HaTorah, but Limud HaHalacha, and that the Gemara in Brachos and Av Chesam and Aleph says, Ein miyoim shechara Beis Hamikdash, from the day that the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, Ein l'HaKadosh Baruch Hu ba'olamai elo daled ames shel halachas. The only place that God had in His world is the daled ames, not only of Torah but of halacha. So to be able to teach halacha and to live in those daled ames that are Hashem's is a tremendous chus, is a tremendous privilege. It also relates to this week's parsha. This week's parsha, Noach is commanded to escape the world. There's a Mabul Mayim, a great flood in the world, and he's commanded to escape by constructing a teva. Chazal tell us that this is not only a story and a command to Moshe, but we all live in a world. Mayim Rabim is great and mighty waters in the world, flood waters, and we have to escape that by constructing our own tevas, our own places of refuge. That we're told is the Beis Medrash. It's a place of learning. Like the Gemara says, somebody's Yitzhahara comes to him, he should quickly run to the Beis Medrash. Limud HaTorah, Limud HaHalacha is a place of refuge for all the craziness in the world, for everything that's going on in the world. Hashem tells us that's where He wants to meet us. So I look forward in that vein. I look forward to building our collective teva Machon Smicha. But we're all individually, we have to build that place where we can go to in Limud HaTorah and Yiddishkeit to find refuge from the world. And I look forward to building that with each individual Talmud of Machon Smicha. In that vein, I hope with the beginning of next week to reach out to every Talmud individually, to formulate that relationship, to build that relationship, where we grow together both in Limud HaTorah and Limud HaHalacha, and we can not only get the goal of smicha or the yonus, whatever we happen to be signed up to, but to get a geshmak and learning and appreciation for Limud HaTorah, for Limud HaHalacha, something truly, truly valuable of taking Dvar Hashem, of taking the word of a living God of Torah Sheba'al Peh, of Torah Shebeksav, and bringing it down Lamaisa, bringing it down to actuality, to practice, to scenarios. I look forward to developing with that. I look forward to additionally, Rabbi Kesselman very, very generously describe my position here in New Haven in the shul. And I hope to integrate some of that. You know, the many shadows we get on a daily basis, try to integrate that to our learning. For the quotas, we tried that. Rabbi Kessel mentioned the various cohorts that I began with, and Baruch Hashem, we tried to bring in, if there was a shiloh that was relevant to the curriculum that was being studied that week, or something we had just learned, bring it in and we had some very lively discussions on what the psak should be, what the scenario should be, and it's been niskalgal to new cases, new scenarios, new opinions, and it's been tremendous. It's been a tremendous source, a tremendous opportunity to do it with those groups. And I look forward to doing it with everybody, Be'ez Hashem, both collectively on the WhatsApp groups and as a group cohort, but also individually our conversations. So I look forward to reaching out to everybody, and please don't hesitate to reach out to me as well. Shukayach.
All right, shkoyach. Thank you very much. Okay, so just a few points, more mundane points that I'll take over, which is Baruch Hashem Machon Smach is really big. So now as we're talking about 450 Talmidim. So I spoke with Rabbi Prescott today about this, which is he would obviously love to meet everybody, as I said. Wait 1 second, let me just replace the spotlight. He would also obviously love to meet with everybody, but we're going to stagger it somewhat. So the point is that Rabbi Prescott you'll get sent Rabbi Prescott's contact info, email, phone number, etc. And you should definitely reach out if you want to. In terms of meetings, again, from my conversation with Prescott and based on what he just said, he would love to meet with everybody, but that we're going to stagger it somewhat. So not everybody. I know, like when people join the Smicha program, they get sent, or Dayanis, they get sent a link to make a meeting. So that we're gonna roll that out somewhat slowly. And then otherwise, but on the WhatsApp groups, everything will be active, etc. So just for those who have been in Machon Smicha for a while, I felt like I should have mentioned this a little bit before. Rabbi Prescott has taken over all of Rabbi Gorevich's responsibilities and much more. But definitely whatever Rabbi Gorevich was doing, so he's doing as well. So that's just something to be aware of. And obviously I'm also accessible and available to if people have questions, whatever they are. I generally get dumped with all the shipping and where's my certificate and all these kinds of questions, which I'm happy to deal with. Okay, so that ends the official program for the evening. I guess if anybody has any questions, anything they want to do, you can just unmute yourself. You can post a message in the chat. Yeah, you can take it away. Or if there's no questions, I'll just sing a song. Okay, it's actually Geschmack from. We should do this more often. I'm looking at faces over here. I've never seen. All right, somebody has a question. Rabbi Morozov, yeah. You can unmute yourself, I think. Oh, I have to ask you to unmute yourself?
Yeah.
There, you're good to go. Mendel Morozov.
Perfect. You can hear me?
Yes.
I'm taking the part about Shah seriously, the test. There's a machlekes Beis Hillel and Beis Shammai about what you say to a chassan about his kala when he's getting married. Happened to be doing shmir now for a chassan, so I'm wondering what you're supposed to say to a chassan when he gets married.
Kalana v'chasuda.
And what does Beis Shammai say?
Oh.
You're either gonna be honest and you're gonna tell them what you think, or Rabbi Shammai says kala kamoshe his. Beis Hillel says you say kalana v'chasuda.
Mendel, you should tell the Kalanova Chasuda.
I believe it's a Gemara in Ksubas on Daf Tazayim of Beis.
I wasn't going to ask you for where it is. I don't remember where it is, but yeah.
But by the way, when I was in yeshiva, I hope you don't take this personally, Mendel. When I was in yeshiva, so the Rosh Yeshiva was giving a shir, and he quoted a certain daf. So one of the bochrim said, "It's not that daf; it's a different daf." So the bocher said, the Rosh Yeshiva responded to me. He said, "B'chlal, tell you a rule. When an Am Haaretz tells you a Maramokim, Don't argue with him, because he probably just learned it. Anyways, that's just a joke.
It's okay. It's I believe it has I am in base. Okay.
All right, thank you.
My pleasure. B'chlal, you always say Kalanova Chasuda. You know, I mean, you don't want to be the person to say you made a mistake. So everybody can talk about Rabbi Kesselman or Yeshivah Nova Chasuda. You don't have to take him Moshe. Tell him he did a good job.
Exactly.
Very nice.
Yes, Reb Nuchi, you don't even have to raise your hand. You're always.
I just want to mention, I mentioned on the WhatsApp that I had the privilege of being with Rabbi Prescott over Yontif, Shmini Atzeres and Simchas Torah. My son happens to be one of his faithful mispalalim and congregants, and as you mentioned earlier, he's an up-and-coming star. There's no doubt about it.
Thank you.
So I want to wish him Hatzlachim, not only in online Mochem, but also in all his other Kehillish endeavors as well. That's it.
Yes, 100%. I want to second that. Thank you for saying that, because I forgot. Yeah, I believe on behalf of everybody, we can all wish Rabbi Prescott much hatzlacha, and no doubt that you're going to be very successful. But that you should go mechayel.